Kermit the Frog collar. Get rid of that. All you want are the yellow petals. If you leave the collar on, it's going to be a lot more bitter. And so your wine or your jam or your tea will have a bitterness to it. If you're using it medicinally, one of the things I do is I take my dandelion flowers, drop them in olive oil, let them soak in olive oil for about 6 weeks, shaking it, and then strain out the olive oil, strain out the dandelions and mix it with beeswax to make an ointment. In that case, leave the green Kermit the Frog collar on because there's medicinal properties in that too. But mainly if you're using the flower, you just want the yellow parts. You can eat the stem. Some of the bigger ones, these are fairly small, but you get some big ones. My kids like using them as soda straws. They're hollow. They're kind of run that way. The leaves are really amazing. Dandelions are actually considered to be a superfood in that they have vitamins, minerals, and protein. It's fairly rare for plants to have protein, but dandelions have quite a bit of it in their leaves. 4 different ways to eat dandelions, and this goes for really any of the bitter greens, anything in the dandelion family. So the dandelion, the Japanese hawk's beard, the chicory, the cat's ear, which we'll see in a little bit. All the bitter greens, 4 ways. The first, you can just boil it, which is a terrible thing to do to a plant, but it will help get rid of the bitterness. My favorite way, and the way I grew up with my mom, both my dad and my mom, is wilt it with bacon grease. If you've ever had wilted endive or some of the other plants like that, they'll pour the bacon grease over it and it kind of shrivels. And the heat of the bacon grease helps drive out a lot of the bitterness, and also the grease helps coat your tongue, and so you don't taste the bitterness as much. So that's always good. Another way is dilute it with something bland. So if you're just going to have some dandelion greens, chop it up real fine, small pieces, and mix 1 part dandelion green with 9 parts bland. So like the pony's foot, dollar weed, something like that. And that will dilute the bitterness quite a bit to the point where you can